What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm guessing by the thumbnail you guys could already figure out what this video is going to be about. I am going to be reviewing my first ever supercar, the 2015 Lamborghini Huracan LP-610-4. I've always wanted to have a Lamborghini. I've never had the opportunity to have one, and now I do. And I wanted to show you guys around the car and give you guys my experience on basically having one. I got it in white. It is pre-owned. That's what the car looks like. It might be a little dirty. I went out for a little bit of a drive. It has these aftermarket wheels that it came with, and the red calipers, and I personally love the combination of the whole car in white with black wheels and red calipers. The car sits very, very low. That's the badge, LP-610-4. This is the rear. This is, of course, a non-Evo car. Now, I can tell you that it is pretty strange driving this car around. Why is it strange? Well, as I mentioned before, I had always wanted to have a Lamborghini. It's been my all-time favorite brand. I love everything about the car. I love the way that it drives. I love the height of it, the quality of the buttons on the inside are just mind-blowing to me. One of the things that caught my attention was how much quality is in this car and all of the parts that are in it. Let me take you inside so that you guys can see. Basically, this car has the Alcantara. Interior and leather. This is the Alcantara, and then it has like a mix of leather. I can show it to you. The steering wheel. The steering wheel is actually pretty nice. I like the feel of it. I like the way how tight it is as far as the feel goes when you're driving it around. Here you have your, let's see if I can get this to focus, but here you basically have your Strada, your Sport, and Corsa. Strada is basically to cruise around. Sport is, well, obviously sport mode. It's definitely going to be a lot faster. Shifting is going to be a lot more aggressive. And the steering wheel gets very stiff, allowing you to have more control. And then, of course, Corsa mode, that is like full-blown racing mode, which I love to drive it in Corsa mode. The car like totally changes, and I personally love it. Here we have the actual controls. These are your windows. When I first got the car, obviously we're always used to having like buttons and things here to actually control windows, locks, all that. The locks are still here. Unlock and lock. This is just standard hand lever, and these are your mirror buttons to adjust them, and it also has folding. The difference between like a regular car and this is that this center section is basically how you control everything. For example, this is your window button, well, how you open and close your windows. This is the lift for the car. The lift itself, what it does is it raises the nose of the car so that if you're going to be going over any speed bumps or you're getting out of a parking lot and the parking lot is really low, you just hit this switch. The car will then lift the front, allowing you to get out of the parking lot or go over any speed bumps without damaging the front bumper. This is your ESC off. That is traction. Basically, when you turn that off, I mean, we all know that's basically to burn some tires. That's your emergency, your hazards. That's your parking. This is a spare switch right here. It has nothing on it. And then this is your passenger side window. I'm going to show you guys the engine on it. The way you open that is right here. This lower button is actually for the engine. You actually have to have the car on, basically like on, but not started, in order to open the engine compartment. Of course, here we have the beast of a V10 engine on this car. I like how they have these bars going across. This car does have aftermarket exhaust. I bought it like that. I don't know if you can really see it, but that's the actual exhaust. Whoever had done this work did a really nice job on it. And of course, the signature Lamborghini badge. This is one of the lights. It has its little things, but you know, like any used car, when you first buy them, there's things that you have to do to make them your own. This is the carbon style engine plastics for the engine bay, which I really like the look that it gives. So yeah, this is my basic overview of the actual car. This is fuel. There's no cap, which I like. This kind of just sits over this. And one thing that I really liked about filling this car up is when you put the fuel pump nozzle in there and it's done pumping gas, sometimes when you pull out the handle, you notice how there's gas dripping. There's something in here that I've noticed that when you're done putting gas and you pull the handle out, it does not actually spill any fuel into the actual car. Now, this is the key itself. Sorry, I don't have the greatest lighting and my camera's acting a little funny. You would expect Lamborghini to have a nicer key. It's definitely an Audi style key. And this is your lock. This is your front trunk, which I'm going to show it to you guys now. And this is your unlock of the actual car. So let's go ahead and open this and show you guys the enormous trunk space that the Huracan has. I mean, there's practically no space for anything, but again, when you're driving a Lamborghini, you're not really going to be filling this car up with a lot of things. So anyways, this car, in my opinion, it definitely drives really nice. Oh, really important, I almost forgot. These signatures here are very important. I actually got the car with this. This is Valentino Balboni's signature, and it was done on October 2017, from what I can tell. One of the things that I have noticed is how fast it is between sport and Corsa mode. They are very different. Sport is very fast and it's fun to drive, and Corsa mode is just straight up, full to the wall, fast as the car can go, as fast as you're willing to take it. I've noticed that mode is very aggressive. So we're gonna do, it's not a cold start because I drove it around a little bit, had to take care of a few things, but I'm gonna let you guys hear what the actual car sounds like when you start it. So, as you guys can tell, the car sounds amazing. I personally love the sound that this car has. I'm gonna give you guys basically a ride-along experience, show you guys what it truly is like to drive one of these cars around Miami. A lot of people, they like to come to Miami. It's one of the biggest travel and vacation spots in the world, and I'm basically gonna show you guys what it's like to drive this in Miami.